Okay, let's do this quick and off the cuff, shall we? Everyone loves alchemy. It's something that people have perplexed about for a very long time due to the interesting nature of imagining being able to affect the world around you by using magical processes. Most sciences today seems to come from the idea of curiosity. Someone tried something or wanted to know about something, and that's how we got what we got today. Alchemy has encompassed many of our attempts to turn immortal and to turn lead into gold, and much like the early science of psychology, no one really knew what they were talking about, especially not Freud. In any case, Opus Magnum is a game in which we're able to interact with alchemy in the way that everyone has so dreamed of for so long. Yes, I did do this entire intro just to diss Freud. I am a psychology major now, and it is frankly annoying having to learn about him. Much like Freud, alchemy isn't entirely wrong, just mostly, and its base principles are built off of ideas that, aren't exactly valid. Nonetheless, we still wonder about it today due to the fun nature and the interesting vibe that it gives. That's where Opus Magnum fits in. A wonderful game about putting together alchemy machines in order to create different creations. I set aside a personal goal to try to complete this game in a matter of 5 days. Not too actually difficult, given the fact that I did actually have a head start, but what's interesting in the fact that I learned quite a bit about ways to solve problems while playing this. In any case, it'll be introduced as it's seen. I'm simply here to do an introduction because it would feel bare and raw without it, but do be warned before going into this, I am in no way experienced in this game, and as such, everything here is whack and crazy. And due to the doubt in my voice, you could likely hear that I am about as incompetent as you can get. In any case, this should hopefully be fun. So, enjoy the time it took to make me make this video. It may be best if I calm down a bit. I am a tiny bit manic at the moment. Okay. Already on chapter 3, we're going to move on to alcohol separation, see how this goes. Okay, so the goal of this level is to split this reagent into these products. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, and that was the easy part. Just make a machine that makes the 4 separate elements. Now we just gotta separate them and make sure this whole thing works properly. Okay, now it looks completely ridiculous, but if I did everything right, this might actually work. We're gonna place down some detailing because I think it's fun. Okay. Let's hit play on this and see if it actually worked. Okay, those are set to rotating the wrong way. Yeah, but this might actually work, that's good. Yeah. Okay, and just like that, we got a technically functioning machine. It's not the most efficient thing, but I do kind of like it. I got stubborn with the quirk of it and turned it into a feature, and I think I like that. That's a nice thing to like. I'm not professional at this. I'm not even good at this, in case you couldn't tell. But I am separating alcohol by some technicality. Okay, so right now we are fixing water. Apparently, we're getting it wrong and we need to heavily salinate it. Shouldn't be an issue. Okay. Oh, this should be a fun one. Okay, let's see what I can come up with. I only just realized that I'm supposed to be putting salt on here, not elemental air. Well, I realized, I just didn't realize I was putting on elemental air, so... Oh boy. Okay, it might have been in a pretty stupid way, but I think that actually worked. We might be able to speed it up a bit if we were to just that down by 1 and then turn it. So we're just gonna try this. We're gonna rotate it. Rotating that up here. So that should work. As long as it doesn't crash into anything. So let's see. Oh, put that on the wrong place, but... Now that that is done, we might actually be done this. Okay, let's test this thing out. Okay. I think we've done it. It's not very elegant, but... I like the fact that it rotates to let, you know, the other salt atoms go on. I definitely could have made this faster. And I might in the future, but once again, we're making this quick for real time, and I am frankly taking too long on these puzzles. Yeah, we didn't do the worst in cycles. Okay, Time to use alchemy to do crime. Okay. Yeah, we need to make some sort of glue. Degluifier. I don't exactly remember the word, but shouldn't be impossible. Okay. So, we're going to take use of this fancy seal thing, which is going to turn lead into tin. Eventually you can turn it into gold, but we're not quite doing that yet. We're trying to make a degluifier. So, let's do that. Okay, I think the solution's actually pretty cool so far, even though I don't entirely know what I'm doing. Okay, so this number one, we'll pull back this quicksilver. You know, they call it the mercury, which technically is, but you know. I will then pull back the lead to make tin. We need tin, that's good. After this, we're just going to probably have to bring it over. Could probably do this with the same arm by just adding another length onto the track, but the more important thing is what's going on with the water molecule. Preemptively moved a water molecule over to the binder, which we'll need later, and it's going to grab 3 of them. Right. Now holding 3. We're going to turn all of those into salt, and then rush this along a track in order to do so, to slap everything together, and I think it'll be fun. I don't normally use these 3 arms, but we're learning. I don't normally use tracks either, but they're fun. Okay. Okay, so, we've finished that level. I'm gonna take a break. It did not go well. I don't want to show it in the recording. I probably won't. Maybe at the end, as a blooper. Secrets. Oh, goodness. Sure enough, that last level did cause me quite a bit of trouble. Yeah, no, I started doing what I consider to be quite messy, unfortunately due to the fact that I am a stubborn person, and my ideals for making a fast-moving machine meant that I had to sacrifice some functionality. My actual understanding of it went downhill until the point where I just decided I would do a more brute force method. Unfortunately, this would become a bit of a motif throughout the course of making these various machines. It did teach me a very important lesson, though, and it's better to be optimized towards finishing than optimized towards trying to achieve heights that you cannot currently achieve. Coming back to problems, that's important. This by no means my last time playing this game, but it is the, last time I'm playing it with this level of breezy, just get it done attitude. I'm going to be coming back, I'm going to be making things better, I'm going to be applying the things that I've learned, because trust me, the bad that I did in this level is nowhere near the bad that I have done later. Okay? Okay. Okay. That's good. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, gonna make some climbing rope fiber. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, we got one of those long chains of ones. I've heard some people call them polymers, and honestly, I think that makes sense. I didn't do much chemistry back in high school, but I have heard that term used before. I think in this context too, so you know it works. Yeah, let's see what I can make up. Okay, and it's good to actually have a quick fix for once. And this one is actually somewhat streamlined. I might fill these in with these fancier pieces here, because I like the way they look. And there, it looks like one blob.
Lovely. Okay.
Yeah, so this thing is pretty simple. I like the way that it works. I think this works a bit better on the cycles, just because I built it differently, than the last two. The last one, which you will likely not see. So it should pick up this earth element, it should switch it over to the salt generator, and this 3, is going to switch it over to here, this first bond. After the 2 is able to cycle over, make another salt, and move it to here, this is going to push forward and bind that to the other salt that's there. This 3 is useful because it wasn't really doing much before, so I added the tracker here so that I could push all of them along in a line. Probably could make this faster with some optimizations, but this is a very fast solution. This took me like 5 minutes, so that's great. And it works like this. Yeah. Simple, not grandiose, but it is. Pretty cool. I like it. I like it. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing thing, but I still like it. Yeah. Big fan of this one. Let's hope the other one is... let's hope the next one is, you know, just as simple. Oh. Growth. Yeah, not too bad on area, not too bad on cycles. Okay on cost, whatever. Okay. I had what I thought was a great outro, at least for me, and then I realized my phone wasn't recording properly. So, making sure it's all recording now and we're good. What I have left is a couple solutions. I'm showing you these multiple at a time, because I don't have the time to go through all of the solutions I recorded. And I didn't even record all of them, I only recorded some of them after chapter 3, during chapter 3 mostly. I learned a lot throughout the course of making this video. Yeah. A couple of these solutions I'm not the most proud of, I'm going to be completely honest. Some of them I really like, some of them I think could really use a lot of work, some of them could be better if I just made, you know, thought about it a little more and made it simple improvements. The main one that I'm not a huge fan of is the refined gold. I have a very bittersweet melancholy over this. It's a level in which you take 2 leads, make it into, you know, a tin, take 2 tins, make it into the next element all the way until you get gold. You don't use the typical mercury sort of transmutation to turn lead into the next element up in the chain up until you get gold. If you haven't played this game, it won't make a lot of sense, but, you know, it's just a simple process of recurring a few processes. And I got stuck on this. It was confusing to me for some reason. I'm not sure if it's already passed. I'm doing this away from the actual video recording. I'm doing this just directly in the video editor. The recording software, whatever, I'm tired. But yeah, I did a lot of brute force method. I just wanted to get this done quickly, because I had like a deadline in mind, and yeah, Refined Gold's gonna get its own page, but I didn't do well in cycles, which I was trying to optimize the most out of any of these, just because that's kind of what interests me more than space or cost. It's kind of teensy, actually. In my opinion, it's average, actually, but you know, that's just me. I'm not funny. In any case, I learned a lot through this. It's very important to stay at tasks, and I cut a few corners in order to get things done quickly. This is not going to be my last time playing this game. I love this game. I'm going to be playing it again. I love editing videos. I'm going to keep editing videos, but each time I do both these things, I'm going to improve. I want to improve in everything. It's a bit of a problem with me, actually, because I focus on it way too much, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, so I really liked this game. I'm going to come back. I realized I didn't actually finish all of the levels. There's a whole prologue after this. I thought I was done because I thought it was all going to be written stuff and be really sweet and nice, but no, they're levels. Going into these levels now that I no longer have this deadline, I'm going to be a lot more careful. I think I've already run out of time, but simply put, I liked this game. I loved it. It's very fun to set up the, you know, processes that make up simple machines and try to make it so that it's kind of compact into a little space shape, whatever. But yeah, I'm going to be playing more of this. I love this. So thank you for sticking around. Not the best video that I've ever done, but, you know, I'm happy with it. If you want to stay, I'm going to be playing some Kenshi, because I bought that on the spring sale. The reason I wanted to finish this before the end of the spring sale, which was the deadline, was just because I wanted to justify making another purchase. So yeah, I don't know much about the game, but if you want to see me play it, if my editing or personality was good enough, I hope to see you again. If not, have a very good rest of whatever time for you it is. And thank you for going up here. Thank you. Bye.